In this video, we are going to solve the question number 3 from exercise 4.2. It is find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. It's very simple. We need to find the two numbers whose sum is 27. If one number is x, other number will be 27 minus x. If one number is x, other number will be 27 minus x. And the question is saying whose product is 182. It means if according to question we can write, if we will product x into 27 minus x, we will get 182. A very simple question. Now see here the solution. Let first number be x. Therefore other number is called 27 minus x. Why? Because the sum of two numbers is 27. If one is x, the other will be 27 minus x. According to given condition, the product of these two numbers is 182. So I can write x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. See here, x into 27, it is 27x. X into minus x, it's minus x square equals to 182. Then I can write 27x minus x square. I will transpose this 182 to the left hand side. It will become negative, that's minus 182 equals to 0. See here what I did in this step. I took 182 here. It will become negative, that's minus 182. Then I will write here the minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. Why I wrote here? Because it is the term containing the highest power, containing the highest degree. That's why we are writing this. This is the general form of quadratic equation. In general form of quadratic equation, what we did, the first term is the degree containing highest power of the variable. So here it is negative, so I want to remove this negative sign for this first term. Then I will do multiplying both sides by minus 1. Due to multiplication of minus 1, this will become positive x square and it will become minus 27x and it will become minus 182 equals to 0. Now see here, now this is the quadratic equation. We will try to find the solution of this quadratic equation by the method of factorization. Which is the middle term here in this quadratic equation? You can see here minus 27x is the middle term and the coefficient of x is minus 27. So I will write here minus 27 is here. I have to make it, divide it into two terms, that's p and q, such that p plus q, that is sum of the two terms, should be minus 27, and the product of two terms, that's p into q, should be equal to 182. That is, actually it is the product of coefficient of x square and 182, that's 1 into 182, so we will get here 182. Now we will do the prime factorization of 182. By 2 I will get the quotient 91, by 7 I will get the quotient 13. Then 2 into 7 is 14 and 14 and 13. When I will see 13 minus 14, it will become minus 27. So when I will see here minus 13 into minus 14, it is 182. What I require? I require the terms p and q such that the sum should be minus 27. See, p is minus 13 and q is minus 14, because their sum, when I add the two terms, I will get minus 27, and when I will do product multiplication, I will get 182. Now look at the quadratic equation here. X square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Here x square is here. Instead of minus 27x, I will write minus 13x minus 14x. I have broken this term into two terms, that's minus 13x and minus 14x. Because minus 13x minus 14x, this is minus 27x, and if we will do the product of minus 13x into minus 14x, we will get the product of these two terms, x square into 182 equals to 0. Then I will take x common from these two terms. Here will remain x minus 13, and then I will take minus 14 common, and here will remain x minus 13. How? Because minus 14 into x is minus 14x, minus into minus is plus, 14 into 13 is 182 equals to 0. Now see here, x minus 13 is common expression in these both two terms, so I can write here x minus 13. I will take it out. There will remain x minus 14 equals to 0. So I can write either x minus 14 is 0 or x minus 14 is 0. That's x is equal to 13. I will do the transposition. On transposition, here it is negative 13, it will become here plus 13, and same is the case here, it will become here 14 plus 14. So we got two values, the solution of the equation x is equal to 13 and x is equal to 14. So the answer we can write, if first number is 13, then other number is equal to 27 minus x, that's 27 minus 13 is equal to 14. If first number is 14, that's this value, then the other number will be 27 minus 14, that is 13. This is the solution of question 3rd. Now look at the question number 4, that is find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. First, the two positive consecutive integers. What are the consecutive integers? They are one after the other. Consecutive integers, one after other. Suppose 1 and 2 are consecutive, 5 and 6 are consecutive, 10 and 11 are consecutive. If x is one number, other number will be x plus 1. If x is one number, the other number will be x plus 1. So I can write, let two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. According to the given condition, the question is saying the squares of these two numbers, is 365. Sum of the squares of these two numbers. So if I will write here square of this number, that's x square plus x plus 1 whole square, that is the square of this number, is equal to 365. Then I can solve the equation and find the value of the x. Now look at the solution of the equation, that is, let two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1, because if one integer is x, then other will be x plus 1. According to given condition, the sum of the squares of these two numbers, that is square of x, x square, square of this number, x plus 1 whole square, is equal to 365. Then x square we can write here. Here we can use an identity, or we can say a formula, that is a plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We are using this identity here, x plus 1 whole square. So we can write here x square, a plus b whole square, mean x plus 1 whole square. In place of a, here is x, in place of b it is 1, it is a square, means x square, plus 2 into a into b. 2 is formulas, 2 into a, x, 2 into x into 1, that's 2x, plus b square, that is 1 square, that is 1. Then I will transpose 365 to the left hand side, it will become minus 365 equal to 0. Then x square plus x square, it's 2x square plus 2x, then plus 1 minus 365, it is minus 364 is equal to 0. Now I will take the 2 common out of all these three terms. Once I will take the 2 common in bracket, here will remain x square, here will remain x, and here will remain 182, because 2 into 182 we will get 364 equal to 0. Then x square is here, x is here, minus 182 is here, 0 is here. I did the transposition. I took this 2 to the right hand side and I have to write it in the denominator. So I will get x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. See here in this quadratic equation, what is the coefficient of the middle term? X. What is the coefficient in the middle term of x? That's 1. Middle term is here x, its coefficient is 1. So I should break the 1 into two terms, that's p and q, such that the sum of p and q should be 1 and the product of p and q should be 1 into, see here, 1 into minus 182, that's minus 182. Now look at the prime factorization of 182. First I will do with the 2, I will get 91. Then I will do with 7, I will get quotient 13. 2 into 7 is 14, 13. See here, if minus 13 plus 14 is equal to 1, that's what I need. Minus 13 into 14 is equal to minus 182. So here p is minus 13 and q is 14. So I can write here x square. Instead of this x, I will write 14x minus 13x minus 182 equals to 0. Then I will take the x common. Here will remain x plus 14. Then I will take minus 13 common from these two terms. Here will remain x and plus 14 equals to 0. Then x plus 14 is common. I will take it out, x plus 14. There will remain x minus 13. I will write here x minus 13 equals to 0. Either x plus 14 is equal to 0 or x minus 13 is equal to 0. That's x is equal to minus 14. I will transpose 14 to the right hand side. It will become negative. And here x minus 13 equals to 0, x is equal to 13. Here it is negative. I did transposition, so it will become plus 13 here. Since x is only positive integer, the question is talking about the positive integers. Therefore, required consecutive integers be x is equal to 13 and another one x plus 1, that is 13 plus 1, which is 14. This was the question number 4. Now we will solve the question number 5. That is, the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. See here, we have a right angular triangle here. The longest side is the hypotenuse and it is given, it is 13 cm. And this side we will consider as base and this side we will consider as altitude. Let the base be x centimeter. Base is not given in the question, we will consider it x centimeter. And altitude is 7 centimeter, 7 less than the base. That means altitude will be x minus 7. If base is x centimeter, altitude will be x minus 7 centimeter. Now we know the three sides, base, altitude and hypotenuse. We can use here the Pythagoras theorem, that is base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. Now look at the solution. Let the base of right triangle be x centimeter. Therefore its altitude is equal to x minus 7 centimeter. Hypotenuse is 13 centimeter because it is already given. Using Pythagoras theorem, base square plus altitude square equals to hypotenuse square. So what is base? X square. What is altitude? It is 7 minus x. So 7 minus x whole square is equal to hypotenuse, that is 13 square, because here is square, hypotenuse square, so is 13 square. Now see here, x square we will write as it is. Here x minus 7 is there, whole square. We will use here the formula a minus b whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. This formula we will use here. This is an identity. X minus 7 whole square. In place of a here it is x. So we can write x square minus 2ab. In place of a it is x. In place of b it is 7. So we can write 2 into 7 into x. That is 2 7 are 14. 14x plus b square. In place of b it is here 7. So 7 into 7, that is 49. is equal to 13 square. 13 into 13, that's 169. Now see here, x square plus x square, 2x square because they are like terms, minus 14x plus 49. I will transpose 169 to the left hand side. It will become minus 169 equals to 0. Then 2x square minus 14x. Here I will do the subtraction. I will get here minus 120 equals to 0. Then I will take here 2 common. Here will remain x square and here will remain 7x, here 60, because 2 into x square is 2x square, 2 into 7 is 14x, 2 into 60 is 120. So now I can write x square minus 7x minus 60 equals to 0, because if this 2 will transpose, if we will transpose this 2 to the right hand side, it will become 0. It will be written here in the denominator 0 by 2, that is equal to 0. So I wrote here directly 0. Now see here the middle term. We will do the factorization method in which we are doing splitting the middle term. See here what is here middle term, it's minus 7x. The coefficient of middle term, coefficient of x in the middle term is minus 7. So I have to break the minus 7 into two terms, that's p and q, such that sum of the terms should be minus 7 and product of the terms should be product of coefficient of x square and this constant term, that is 1 into minus 60, that is minus 60. Now look at here, I will do here the prime factorization. 60, I will do division with 2, I will get quotient 30, then again with 2 I will get quotient 15, then again with 3 I will get quotient 5. See here, 2 into 2 into 3, 2 2 are 4, 3 are, it is 12. 12 and 5. If I will write minus 12 plus 5, I will get minus 7. If I will write minus 12 into 5, I will get minus 60. So my p is here minus 12 and q is here 5. See here now, I can write here x square is here. Instead of minus 7x, I can write minus 12x plus 5x, because that's also the minus 7x. Then minus 60 is equal to 0. Here among these two terms I will take x common, then here it will remain x minus 12, plus between these two terms I will take 5 common, here will remain x minus 12, which is equal to 0. The expression x minus 12 is common, I will take it out, and here will remain x plus 5 is equal to 0. Then I will write either this value is 0 or this value is 0, that's x minus 12 is equal to 0 or x plus 5 equals to 0. That is x is equal to 12, because on transposing minus 12 to RHS I will get 12. Here on transposing plus 5 here to RHS I will get minus 5. Since length of side of triangle cannot be negative, therefore we can reject this value. Although this is the solution of the equation, but here it can be rejected because the length of the side of a triangle cannot be negative. This is a negative number, so we can take the value as 12. Therefore base is x centimeter, that's 12 centimeter, and altitude is x minus 7, that's 12 minus 7, which is equal to 5 centimeter. This was the question 5. Thanks for watching.